Chef Sal was recorded on a cell phone in front of a fake audience.
Hey guys, Chef Sal right here. How you all doing? We got quite a show for you too. Why am I talking like that? Anyway, I am Chef Sal. This is Chef Sal's Crazy Cooking Show, and welcome aboard the Crazy Chef Sal train going all around the United States, US of A. Woo! The most Googled recipes by state is chugging along. I think we're on the 12th state alphabetically now. We're in Idaho. Hello, Idaho! Yay. Not so much. Temperate fake audience there. Okay, so what did Idaho want? They wanted something called fork smashed purple potatoes. And it's a fun recipe. I've never made them before. I've made purple potatoes many times, but not this way. I kind of, I'm sorry, Idaho, don't get mad at me, but I added a couple of little spices, just, maybe, flavorings, garlic and a little bit of thyme. And you'll see. It was the recipe that we kept finding online, which is basic, just throw the shallots in there and don't cook them. So we're going to cook everything. As a matter of fact, speaking of cooking, what I did first was, you see these purple potatoes here? I boiled them up. How much salt do you put in this water? It's got to taste like the ocean. Not the Pacific, more of the Atlantic. The ocean. A handful. Throw it in, mix it around, fill it with cold water, let it come to a boil. And these are very, very dainty, soft potatoes, so don't go crazy. They're going to fall apart. Now you say, fall apart? You're going to mash them. I know. Shh. Listen to me. They're going to fall apart in a nasty way. Now also, a lot of these recipes for this dish call for peeling these potatoes. They're as big as ping pong balls. You're going to be like, hold on. No, leave the skin on. It's very thin skin anyway, just like mine. So watch it, you trolls. Okay, so we boiled these up. Now I'm going to add some flavor to them. And this is pretty simple. I have a nice frying pan here. And here's my flavorings. Okay, let's go around the horn as I always say. Shallots, 4 of them. Slice them up. Pretty thin, no big deal. You don't have to chop them into little tiny pieces. We're going to fry these up, make them crispy. Or soft, you know what I mean? You don't have to get crazy, but I like crispy. A little bit of thyme, 5 or 6 sprigs of thyme, and 3 or 4 smashed garlic cloves. First thing we're going to do is flavor our oil with thyme and garlic. Simple, easy stuff. So let's get the oil. Flavor your oil, you need the oil. Let's go. And I got a good 2 tablespoons of oil in here. Maybe I'll add another one. Let's make it 3. And when she ripples on you, she's ready to go. Let me just make sure you can see me here. Here we go. All right. Very good. Very good. So let's throw these garlic cloves in there. And you don't have to slice them. See, I just kind of just smashed them up. Take a flat knife and let them sizzle a bit. And get the rest of that thyme in there. And you just kind of just move it around. Little spatula action. And then you're going to get rid of the stuff. Just pick it out. Pick it out. Then you have flavored olive oil. Boom. You could even make this, but keep it in the refrigerator, a week or 2. Get rid of it or use it up, all right? Don't get crazy. We're nobody getting sick. All right, so when this flavor's up, we're gonna come back. All right, I'm gonna lift these out of the oil now. Try to squeeze that oil out of here, out of these little babies. And if you a couple of pieces of, or leaves of thyme stay in there, let them stay. Like, they wanna stay for a reason. I have no idea why, but they wanna stay. All right, so let's dispose of these. Now this garlic, excuse my back, this garlic is nice and caramelized. I mean, if you want to put that as a little bit of a garnish on top, you can do that. I might do that. I don't know yet. The reason why I don't know is because I have stuff to do. I can't think of that now. I'm going to do the shallots. These 4 sliced up shallots are going in to this, now it's infused olive oil. That was nifty, right? And I'm gonna go until these are nice and crispy, and I'm not only gonna put these over the top at the end, I'm gonna mix them in. And I'm also going to mix in some of this feta cheese that I got, and a little bit of parsley. That's for the top. But otherwise, just mix everything in. Everything wants to get a taste. All this stuff wants to get a taste. I had a long talk with these shallots. I'm telling you. And we're going to season in layers, as the great Emeril Lagasse says. So a little bit of salt. Give me about 2 teaspoons. A couple of cranks. Fresh pepper. Steels. And that's it. Let it go until they're dark, caramelized, limp, crispy, whatever you want them to be. This is Chef Sel's kitchen. There are no have-tos. All right, so let's do that and we'll be back. All right, I'm going to show you these shallots. Let's turn that off. I have another larger pan here for the potatoes. And I have that on a medium-high heat. And let me show you this without burning myself, because that would not be good. Well, it's great for television, but... Okay, see how dark? Now, I'm not going to just put these in a bowl and let them steam themselves into uncrispness. They're not going to be that crisp because I didn't go all the way with them. I wanted them in between, nice caramelization and a crispiness. So let's just put them here and see if we can get some of that oil to drip off and they air out a little bit, and ergo your crispy shallots. And if not, we tried, right? See? Okay, let's put that away. And remember we talked about these, right? The potatoes that the whole show is built on. Yeah, they're back, see? And I got this thing going. I think it's going to be ready for the oil. If not, we'll just wait till the oil kind of ripples, as the usual rule goes, as they say. And I got a lot of oil in this one. For a frying pan anyway. This is a good, maybe close to a 1/4 cup of oil. Okay, we have a ripple. Let's get these in. Now be careful. Splash effect will engage. Usually do it away from yourself, but I am a professional. Now remember, these are parboiled. You just want to get a crispy delight on them. What's a crispy delight? Well, I will tell you. Caramelization, baby. That's why we're doing it. Normal recipes for this dish will just have you boil them and mash them up. That's probably the way they do it in Idaho and the way they want to do it. But I'm sorry, Idaho, there's 49 other states, I got to try to work everybody in, right? I'm trying. So we already salted the water these were cooked in, remember? They were boiled in, sorry. 1/4 teaspoon. And just let that go. And you can even move it up a little bit on the heat. A little to the high side of medium high now. And they got this dark purple color. It's incredible. It's just incredible. Where do you see this thing when it's done? And the contrast of colors, that's why I picked this cheese, right? Here it is, feta. This is flavored feta, I think, garlic and herb. You can get plain. You can do goat cheese. You want mozzarella? I don't care. Nobody's watching. Yeah. No, not my show. They're not watching you. You can do whatever you want, whatever tastes good. I'm the one that's got to be correct, and I got to make sure that the feta is right or the thing. You don't have to. And we have some parsley. So while these things are kind of crisping up a little bit on the edges there, I'm going to cut a little parsley up because that's going on top to contrast with the white of the feta and the purple of the potatoes. That's my 7th book, the purple of the... If you haven't seen this method of shaving the parsley, just go like this and give me a deep angle on that knife. Don't cut in like that, you're cutting. Don't go in like that, you're cutting. Oh no, don't go in like that, you're cutting. Don't do that. You want to go on the sly. Go on the sly and just shave it off. And then you can chop it up. A couple of tablespoons after you're done doing your shaving is fine with me because it's just going over the top. Okay, check on our potatoes. Oh, they're starting to smell good. You know what's funny? You know, you say, oh, the potatoes, and it doesn't matter what color they are. They all smell the same, taste the same. Not true. I don't know if there's such a thing as a deep potato taste or smell or aroma, but these kind of have it. They kind of have it. Switching to a flat spatula. The fancy flipping has ended. Okay, they're looking good. I was just flipping them, leaving them, flipping them, leaving them for about 7 or 8 minutes. And it's getting a little bit crusty on the edge. I mean, I don't want them too crispy crusty, right? They are mashed potatoes. But we're all about the... But we're all about the flavor. You know, this darkness. The darkness of the cooking. See the darkness? It's all flavor. That's not dark, it's flavor. See? Okay, I'm going to turn this off. Get a bowl that's much bigger than you think you need. You need surface area because you're going to be smashing. Fork, get a big one if you have one. If not, use a regular fork. And pour these in there. Ooh, I gotta show you. See, I don't know if we can pick this up because I am Chef Cell, which means cell phone. See, I'm trying to get the light on there. Can you see the darkness on some of them, like a dark brown and mixed in with the purple, right? A purple tie goes with a brown suit, so I would figure that this would... yeah, see? Just smash them. Get in there, go. Give them all equal smashage. Don't leave anybody behind. They get jealous in there. Hey, smash me too, Chef Cell. Smash me too. Now it's a little, different having the skins on here, but like I said, the skins are going along with the program, so it's not a big deal. You can keep some chunks in there if you want. For chunks, go in this way with your fork, see? In this way. And then you get chunks. It's a variation of the smashing technique. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to start folding. The smashing is done. Period. Out. Over. Done. Period. Done. So let's take half of these shallots, and these are going to get folded in. See the contrast? Yeah, it's going to show up. It's going to show up and taste up too. Okay, so let's get that mixed. Oh, they're just like peeking through the potatoes. You always got to make sure that when you do a dish like this, that one item remains the star of the show. And these purple potatoes are it. And believe me, they're divas. And I have this feta that's already crumbled. So I'm going to take about as much as you want. But I'm going to do about 1/4 to 1/2 cup because I like stuff in my stuff. Okay, so we're going to mix that around now. Okay, lemon. As much or as little as you want. Lemon goes a long way when you use it as a flavoring. So I put about maybe 2 teaspoons of lemon in there. That's it. That's it. And you'll find, for whatever reason, the lemon lightens these really, really dark potatoes into kind of like a beautiful, beautiful lavender. Now we'll taste for seasoning. It's insanely good. A little more salt should do the trick. Let's see if I can bring it over and show you that lighter color. See that? Can you get that? Yeah, get that in the light. It's the lemon. The lemon brings out that lighter purple. So there's 2 shades of purple now. Wasn't that a movie? 2 shades, a different. All right, so I have a pretty dish somewhere. Here it is. Now I'm going to lead these potatoes onto the serving dish. I'm going to lead them right onto this. And remember, keep it fluffy. Don't pack it down. If you see something that's sticking to, each other a little bit, probably because of the cheese and the fact that I baked and cooked the hell out of these potatoes, just keep fluffing it around, keep fluffing it up. Take a fork and dig and twist. Do a dig and twist. Rest of these shallots, guess where they're going? Ho-ho! Yeah, see? I'll show you. Let's do it right here. Let's do it right here in front of the cell phone camera, because I am Chef Cell on a cell phone. See, look at that. Oof. Let's get the rest of them here. All over my Diva purples. And just right over the top with that feta, baby. Oh, the bright lights have come out on top of that dark lavender and purple potato dish that you have made, hopefully along with me. Or if not, on some kind of crazy YouTube rewind. And last but certainly not least, let's get some of this parsley on there. Mostly for color, like I told you. But it adds a nice little freshness to the dish. Maybe around the edges too, like those fancy chefs in the restaurant. So what do they teach them? Remember to mix the food with the parsley. Mix the food. All right, that looks great. Let me bring it over. Let me do a little fork action. Oh, ladies and gentlemen, Idaho. Thank you so much. I hope I did it justice. It's a little bit different than what you're probably used to, but hey, you Googled it, and I answered in a way. Ladies and gentlemen, the taste. Oh boy, I got to get some of those shallots in there too, and the cheese. Oh, right here. You know what else is right here? Instagram.
But why? Why would you do that? Why would you do any of that?
Anyway, if you haven't already, please, right here, subscribe, hit the bell. Every week, there's a new state. I will see you next time.
And here we have Idaho, winning her way to fame.